So today we're talking about converting unit rates. If you remember from a previous lesson, a unit rate is something like 15 miles per hour, which you could write like this, or also like this, where M stands for miles, P for per, and H for hour. Important thing to remember about these is that our denominator is 1, right? We could write that for 15 miles, we're driving 15 miles every hour. This is a rate of speed. That's our unit rate, 15 per 1 mile. So now how would we convert these? Let's work through a couple examples together. So here, you might say that your metabolism burns 100 calories per hour. This is a unit rate that for every hour, like your basic metabolism is burning 100 calories. Whether you're awake, sleeping, you would burn more if you exercise, but this is your basic rate. Now let's figure out how much this burns per day. What we want to do is we're going to take this 100 calories per hour, and we want to change this hours into days. So we're going to take this times. We want to change hours into days. So to get rid of hours, we need to put a conversion between hours and day. So we know that in one day, there are 24 hours. Now, just like when you're multiplying a fraction, you can cross-simplify. In this case, we have hours and hours. We're going to cross-simplify those both, and they become just 1. So in this case, 24 times 1 is just going to be 24, and 1 down here. Now we can multiply across. We have 100 calories times 24. 100 times 24, you're going to get 2400. We cancel that hours. We have it times a 1, which will just give it back itself. And don't forget our label calories. Okay. Now we go across the bottom. We have 1 times day. So we're just going to have 1 on the bottom, so we don't really need to put anything down here, and day. So if your body burns 100 calories every hour, that's going to convert into burning 2400 calories a day, which you say, oh, I just need to multiply that by 24. I could do that pretty easy. This one isn't too bad, so we'll go to another example. This one's going to be a little bit harder. Let's say that you're moving at a rate of 50 feet per second. You're driving your car and it's going 50 feet per second. I want to find out how fast that is in miles per hour. So we're going to have to do a couple more conversions this time. So we want to get this, eventually we want to have miles per hour over here. So let's start with our time. We want to get, instead of seconds, we want to have hours on the bottom. We need to get rid of seconds. Well, if we want to get rid of seconds, we can convert it into minutes to start out with. Okay, we know how many seconds are in 1 minute. 60. 60 seconds in 1 minute. Now, we can cross-cancel these out. But let's keep going. We want hours down here, not minutes. So we can do another conversion here. Minutes to hours. How many minutes are in an hour? Another 60. In this case, minutes are going to cross-cancel. So now we're going to have hours on the bottom. That's the only one left, only word down here. But we're looking for miles per hour, not feet per hour. So we want to get miles on top. We know that if you go 1 mile, you're going to have to go 5,280 feet. Now, even though these feet are really far apart, we're multiplying. We can still cross-cancel all the way from here to here. So we can cancel out that feet and feet. Now, we're going to round this to the nearest whole number when we get there. But let's just look at what our labels are going to be before we do all the math for all the multiplication. Feet are gone, seconds are gone, minutes are gone. All we have left on top is miles. So let's put miles in here. Seconds are gone, minutes are gone, hours. Those feet are also gone. All we have left is hours down here. So we do have miles per hour. That is what we want our answer in. Now we're left with all this math to do. 60 times 60. This one you guys should be able to do pretty quick. You take 6 times 6, you're going to get 36. Let's add in both those zeros. Okay. 3,600 times 50 0 in the first spot, drop one down, and 0 goes here. 2 more zeros. 5 times 6, again, we have a 0, but with a 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. So put our comma in, we're at 180,000. That was all of our top. All of our numerator came out to be 180,000. So we can write that here. We have 180,000 over 5,280. Now, are we going to leave our fraction like this? No, we're not. If we want to find this out to the nearest mile per hour, we're going to have to divide. So again, you would set this up as 5,280 going into 180,000. Now, if you figure this out, all the long division, it's going to come out to be 34.09 repeating. If we round this to the nearest whole number, it's just going to be 34. So we'll bring that up here. Our answer would be 34 miles per hour. And this is a fairly complicated conversion, going from feet to second to miles per hour. But if you just take it one step at a time, you can get there.